Hey guys, my name is Justin. Welcome to Hillsborough, where we care about the design behind designer luxury. So for my first video, I thought it would be good to do a bag collection video. So I want to walk you through all of the different pieces that I've chosen, that I've gathered throughout the years, which really I started collecting mostly in 2021, but that doesn't mean you're going to see mostly current stuff. You'll see some older things too. So let's get started. So this is the first bag that I got. So I bought it from Selfridges back when I lived in the Netherlands for like about a year in 2017. And as I was leaving to go back to the US, I wanted to get something to commemorate my time in Europe. So I went to London and I picked this up. This is a bag that I had been wanting for so long. I thought it was so dumb. Hi, future Justin. Quick disclaimer. So when I say stupid and dumb, which I will be saying it quite a lot, it means I actually love it, and it's the most amazing thing I've seen in my life. Got it? I thought it was so dumb how it was just like a square, like a box, and it was called the Pandora, like Pandora's box. It's not square anymore because it's so old and it's like very squishy. So I thought it would be good to get a leather bag as my first bag because, you know, I wanted to be different and didn't want like a monogram canvas as my first bag, when in reality it's, you know, whatever. I went with the aged leather because I thought it would be a little bit easier for a first bag since, you know, what's there to mess up? It's already messed up. And you can see like there's a little bit of wear on the corners, but for the most part it's held up really good, and I abused this bag. But I really loved it. It has a shoulder strap. I had a little bag charm for a zip tie, and I actually wore it recently after not wearing it for a few years. What? There's a little bit of drugs in there. It's just like a anti-nausea tablet. Oh, this one! This is from Gucci, and it's a bag you can carry a few different ways. You can wear it as a sling if you wear these together across, or you can wear it as a backpack if you open them up, and you can wear it like that, or you can just carry it by the top handles, kind of like just a regular duffel. But it's basically a backpack. I think that's the best way to use it. So the fun thing about this is I got this. I bought this in New York, March 2020, right before everything shut down. Literally right before. It was around my birthday, and my birthday was basically when the US started to be like, all right, this is real. We're gonna start shutting everything down. So this was like the last like hurrah of this is like the last hurrah of like pre-COVID times, and I love it. It's a very versatile bag. It's very soft. It's another like box shape, which I thought was very like, I don't know, for a while I just only wanted bags that are shaped like primary school shapes. Like for a while I wanted the Balenciaga triangle duffel as well, but it's really great. It looks huge, but it's not really, and it kind of doesn't fit as much as you think it would. And another thing is that it kind of sags when you have like actual stuff in it. Right now it's holding up good because it's just like filler, but yeah, I don't know. And I really love like black leather at the beginning of my journey, I guess. So there's that, but I love it because it also has like aged silver hardware, but then like the logo is like super shiny, and like the salesperson at the boutique really like sold me on it because she was like, oh, Alessandro Michele was looking through the archives and he wanted to pick some pieces specifically that would work very well nowadays. And I was like, oh, a backstory? She has a backstory. She is hand chosen by the creative director. Oh, I'll take her. And then I'm just like, okay, I don't know, I don't wear it that much. Okay, so this one, it's definitely an important one for me. So I went to school for architecture, and one of my favorite architects is Elizabeth Diller, and she's one of the principal architects of Diller Scofidio and Renfro, and they're based out of New York. So Prada actually invited her to get you know, a little bit of collaborative action going. So it's nylon, but it's a bag that you can hold it as a clutch by putting your hand through there. Or conversely, you can unbuckle it and then wear it like they call it a backpack, but it really just is basically a life vest. I love it. It's so stupid, but it's also it's like smart. So you have two pockets and then there's a zipper on the back. But it's really important to me because I saw it go on sale on Prada, like on the website. But that was back when I couldn't really afford to get things like this. And I knew at some point I did want to have it in my life. And by the time I was able to afford these kinds of things, it was, of course, pretty much gone from all the stores. Even the sales associates in the Prada in New York were like, I have no idea what this is. I guess because it had been gone for that long. But I saw it on The Real, and if you want to check out my TikTok, this is one of the bags that went viral on TikTok, mainly because I bought it from The Real and everyone said it's fake. And I'm like, this is not a bag that would be commercially viable to create fakes of. And also came with like a really nice box as well. Like, I really don't know what kind of counterfeiter is gonna put in that much effort to the packaging as well for something that's like not super popular. But it's kind of funny because I bought it and then every once in a while I'll check. I don't know, it's like it's disappeared from reselling. But yeah, I love it. And this was my first Prada piece too. Super important to me. So there was a part of the pandemic where I was definitely having a rough time and I wanted to treat myself to something a little fun and kind of stupid. So I got a couple of bags from Moschino, and then one of them is this one. So it wasn't iconic or famous or anything like that, but it was funny. I think it's from like, there's like a New York runway or something like that. And I actually got this from eBay because they had a surplus of these. I think this was only like 80 bucks or something like that. But it's just a basic, is there anything in it? No. Bag. The top is plastic, but it has the interwoven chain handle with, I guess, leather. I'm not sure though. But yeah. And I got that because it's really stupid. This bag also made an appearance in another one of my viral TikToks. I'm sure I'll link it somewhere so you can like go check out my TikToks, I guess. But then the one that killed me was this one. So this is from Jeremy Scott's debut collection with Moschino, where there was a small capsule of McDonald's inspired things at the beginning. So there's like sweatshirts, dresses, sunglasses. I even had a phone case from it a while ago. But this is like the Happy Meal bag, and on the back it says Moschino over, what's it, over 20 billion served. But it's like, so this bag wasn't in the best condition, but I did get it for like a decent price for what it is. I love this because it's leather, but then the handles are actually like plastic, and then it's magnetic, but then on the inside it's just lined red. You can see the wear on the chain because it's been well loved, but I really don't care because it's hilarious and it's one of the stupidest things I own, and I'm very happy to have it. So talking about stupid bags, I have this. So if you're not familiar, this is I think it's called the Arena Tote from Balenciaga. I think it was from their 2017 Autumn Winter Men's Runway. 2017, it's from around there. But it's like crinkled patent leather, and it's in the shape of course, an IKEA bag. The hype that came out around this bag where like people were just making fun of like, why would you get this when you could get it for like $1 from actually IKEA? And then even IKEA got in on it, and they were like, how to tell if your bag is a genuine IKEA bag. It can crinkle and it costs $1.40 or whatever. Yeah, I know this is like the dumbest thing, but I also use it a lot. It's very handy. And it has like a zippered top. I have like a lot of filling in it right now, but it's huge. And even has like little key rings. So it's actually great for travel. It's like a nice little weekender bag. I also just think that, you know, there's a lot of cultural significance, and I understand that the culture is still just like pop culture, but still it's, I don't know, it made an impact on me, so I definitely wanted to have it. I'm not sure, I think there's actually a bigger size of this, and if I ever see it, I probably would buy it, but for now, I love this one. So early this year, Loewe did a collaboration with Studio Ghibli, and they actually had a lot of their iconic designs, but like mashed up with some of the characters from the Totoro movie. I love Studio Ghibli. I love My Neighbor Totoro. I think I watched that movie like probably 100 times when I was a kid. I was obsessed with it. I used to know all the lines, and I loved all the characters. I loved the Totoros, but then something about the soot sprite design on here is really like, I love it. One of the cool things is this is actually not a print. So if you can see, there's a different texture between the leather. So these are actually put together using a technique called marquetry. Well, they'll basically laser cut these pieces so that they fit together like a puzzle, and then they'll put them together. You can even see one of these soot sprites has a different texture because it's actually suede. So I got these ones because, I don't know, I thought it was cute that I could match them. And then one fun thing is like, so this is not, this, you can basically hold like a coin for your like Aldi or Lidl cart. Like, it's really not enough. But I love the way it closes. It has this like nice sealing feeling to it, and then this large one is even like magnetic. So then when you close it, it really feels secure. What I love about this is not only does it have slots for you to use the strap so you can make it more of a belt bag, but on the back there's a little one. He's the reason why I got this one, because I just thought it was so stinking cute, and I thought, I don't know, why not add something that's important to me to my collection as well. I'm starting to see a theme of like, oh, if it's something that impacted me during either my formative years or during an important part of my life, then I'm like, oh, I need to have it, which is probably not great because there's like a lot of things that happened in my life, so that's gonna be expensive. And then this is the piece de resistance from this collection. So I've always wanted a puzzle bag. I thought they were beautiful, and I liked that they were a little bit different compared to what a lot of other bag shapes are. I feel like at this point a lot of people know what is this called? Oh. I feel like at this point a lot of people know what a puzzle bag is, but I think having the collaboration makes it just that much more special. So again, you can see it has the same marquetry techniques. But then something that I think is really fun is that when you look at where the zippers open, it's here and here, both on the front and the back. And that's kind of where the soot sprites are like bleeding out from. So you can see it's like mostly on this side, and then it starts to fade and there's just like one over here. But then I thought that as a detail was so smart, because then if you open it, the interiors are actually completely black. What's in here? Oh, I'm lactose intolerant. But yeah, and then it even has like the Loewe Studio Ghibli stamp. Oh, and then I also have this bag charm that I attached to it. And I think it's so cute. It's just like stacked leather. I just think the details of this bag are so smart. And I feel really fortunate that I was able to get one. It's definitely one of the most important bags in my collection to me. So the next bag I want to talk about is my Gucci Balenciaga. Gucci? No. Okay. Not that one. Hourglass bag. So I got it in a medium. I did have the opportunity to get it in a small, but I kind of missed out because I couldn't make up my mind, which sucks. But also I think this is the right size for me. Since I have like very broad shoulders, I think it's nice that I got something that's a bit more substantial, I guess. So this is very new. I just got this in November 2021, but I love it. So it's the Gucci Supreme canvas in the Balenciaga Hourglass shape. And I think what I like most about this is that it very much is like a mashup of house codes. I think one of the successful things is that Gucci does have a very recognizable monogram. So to be able to just apply it almost as a print onto an iconic shape that Balenciaga has, I think makes a lot of sense. Maybe I'll do a whole video on it. I actually love, oh my god, I love how when you open it up, it says Balenciaga on the inside on the Gucci coated canvas. I think it's so smart, and I think it's so funny that they did that. And then instead of it saying like normally there's like a imprinted golden Balenciaga, there's actually a Gucci tag in it. I love it. One of the reasons why I wanted something from this collection so bad was also I knew what they were doing with the packaging. So we have the dust bag for it that's Gucci, but then on the reverse, it's actually a dust bag for Balenciaga. I think it's kind of rare to see when bags don't take themselves too seriously so that you can get something that's silly but also smart like this. Definitely for me the best collaboration that's happened between two luxury houses, which is this and Fendi Versace, but you know what I mean. Like, I think it's definitely one of the best collaborations from 2021. All right, and I think probably the most culturally significant bag in my collection is the Chanel Hula Hoop. This is in the size medium with lambskin. So this bag was from the 2013 Wind Power collection. It was definitely one of the most notable collections for me as far as accessories from Karl Lagerfeld. I remember looking through, I don't know, one of my friend's fashion magazines, and then there was like an image of this in it, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. It takes all of the house codes, like the shape of the flap, the hardware, and then even the, I think it's called the Mademoiselle pocket or something, I don't remember. Multiple people have told me, but I keep forgetting. But then it's completely taken out of the context of there's no chain handle, it's not a rectangular shape, it's a circle, and you see this model in a one-piece bikini carrying a gigantic one down the runway. So then of course like that one, it's very rare, and the ones that I've seen of that are like 30,000, but I was like, oh, this one I can afford. So then of course I wanted to get it, especially because this one was never worn. Of course, like you can tell it's kind of like a, it's not vintage, but it's definitely not new, but you can tell it wasn't worn because there's no scuffs, no scratches, everything looks perfect. This is one that I get the most comments on, and a lot of people, since like Gia Gunn either had a real one or had a replica of the giant hula hoop bag, I'll get a lot of comments like, oh, are you being Miss Gia Gunn today? And I'm like, just because we're both Asian doesn't mean that. No, I'm just kidding. But it is really great to see that people recognize this kind of bag, in that even though it's not the huge shape of the one that she carries in the show, it still is recognizable, not only within the fashion circle, but within pop culture as well. But yeah, I guess that's my whole bag collection. I do have a special place in my heart. I don't know if people consider these luxury. I do, to a certain extent, specifically because the rest of his lines are luxury pricing and luxury quality for sure. Telfar. I love Telfar bags. They're a vegan leather, like a pleather kind of thing, where it's super incredibly durable. I actually use this size for my work bag, and I like it because it's like a little bit of logo, but then it's not, you know, in your face and not a very well known logo compared to like Louis Vuitton or Gucci or something like that. And this is just like a fun party bag. I'll wear it like more casually or things like that. And I have a lot of other colors, but I just love these, the mission statement behind Telfar, how he wants to democratize luxury fashion, where there still is like the resale market for them, but the steps he's made with like bag security 1, 2, and 3, and I know it's not going to stop there. Doing surprising things with Uggs and moose knuckles, just surprising collaborations. I really think that Telfar is the future of fashion, where it's going to be luxury but also accessible for a lot of people, and I'm really excited to see what comes of that. Plugging my TikTok again apparently, but on my TikTok I have a lot of Telfar unboxings because there's something about unboxing a Telfar that's like extremely satisfying, in that like it's just packaged so nicely. But yeah, so that's my bag collection. So if you enjoyed it, please make sure to subscribe, so you can also let me know that you like this kind of content and you want to see more from me and more of my, I guess, interesting taste. Yeah, so if you care about the design behind designer luxury, this is your place. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Okay. You can just edit that, right?